Previously I have learned about TL, RL, TRL and DRL in this video from Buzzy. Nowadays, GAN or Generative Adversarial Network is a buzz in the artificial intelligence field. I must ask Buzzy to simply explain to me what these GANs are. Let's go! Hey Buzzy, what's this I hear about Generative Adversarial Networks?
Hey Leena, GANs are a type of machine learning algorithm that uses two neural networks to generate new data that is similar to the data it was trained on. One is called generator and another one is discriminator.
Explain to me what is the generator and discriminator here.
Before explaining both the terms, I would like to give you an example. Imagine an artist who wants to create a new painting of a landscape. He studies other paintings of landscapes and uses that knowledge to create a generative network that can generate new landscapes. He also created a discriminative network that can tell if the landscapes are real or generated by the generative network.
Wow, so the two networks work together to create new, realistic landscapes?
Exactly! See this example of currency notes. Initially, the generative network obviously produces fake or false data, and the discriminator identifies it quickly as it was trained with real data. Similarly, the generative network creates new landscapes and the discriminative network tries to identify if they're real or not. Over time, the generative network improves by learning from the discriminative network and eventually creates landscapes that are so realistic that the discriminative network can't tell the difference.
That's amazing! Who created this type of machine learning algorithm?
It was designed by Ian Goodfellow and his colleagues in June 2014. Nowadays, it's being used by various researchers and constantly being improved.
Tell me about some popular variations of GANs.
Different advanced variations of GAN are constantly in development as we speak here. However, I must tell you about some introductory information of popular ones. If you want to study in detail about generative adversarial networks, I will recommend a free course to you at the end of this video. Vanilla GAN. This is the original version of GAN, where a generator network and a discriminator network are trained adversarially to generate realistic samples. Conditional GAN. This variation of GAN incorporates additional information such as class labels, captions, or other attributes to guide the generation process. In conditional GAN, the generator takes the additional information as input, along with random noise, to generate samples that match the given conditions. Wasserstein GAN, WGAN. This variation of GAN uses the Wasserstein distance as a loss function instead of the traditional binary cross-entropy loss. WANs have been shown to produce more stable training and better image quality. Deep convolutional GANs, DCGAN. This variation of GAN uses convolutional neural networks, CNNs, in both the generator and discriminator networks to capture spatial features in images. GANs have been successful in generating high-quality images. CycleGAN. This type of GAN involves two generator networks and two discriminator networks, where the generators are trained to learn a mapping between two domains, such as converting images from horse to zebra or vice versa. The discriminator networks are trained to distinguish between real and fake samples in each domain. StyleGAN. Introduced by NVIDIA researchers in December 2018, this variation of GAN focuses on generating high-resolution images with realistic textures and details. StyleGAN uses a progressive growing approach to train the generator, where the resolution of the generated images increases over time. There are other more advanced types of GANs are currently in research and use like Self-Attention Generative Adversarial Network, or SAGAN, BigGAN, DiscoGAN, PixelRNN, lsGAN, Stacked GAN, text-to-image synthesis, image-to-image translation, and Pix-to-Pix, super-resolution GANs or SRGANs, GFP-GAN, phase in painting and outpainting.
And what kind of other things can GANs be used for?
They're especially useful for generating new data, like artistic and realistic images and videos. However, GANs can also produce text and music.
That's really cool! I've heard about AI-generated art like Midjourney and Stable Diffusion. Are those made using GANs?
You got it! Those art generators are built on generative adversarial networks. I will show you applications of different types of generative adversarial networks very soon in this channel. You know most of these GANs have open source codes available at GitHub and are based on Python language. So, to study machine learning, you must know Python.
How can I learn Python for machine learning?
Enroll to this free-to-learn course from IBM, which is available on the edX platform called Machine Learning with Python, a practical introduction. This is a part of the professional certificate in Python data science from IBM. Learners who successfully complete this IBM course can earn a skill badge, a detailed, verifiable, and digital credential that profiles the knowledge and skills appreciated by employers worldwide. You'll learn about supervised versus unsupervised learning, look into how statistical modeling relates to machine learning, and most importantly, you will transform your theoretical knowledge into practical skill using hands-on labs. Check this course from the link in description to start your journey at ML.